Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with another episode of our Grand Tactician 1861 campaign. I forgot what year it was in this because we restarted. But I have a couple of suggestions for course. One's from Lawson Brady, which deals with corps commanders. And I know I put this in the comment responding, but we do not have corps commanders yet. Once we get corps, I'll look into reorganizing the army, but we should get it in this episode, I think. We don't get corps until level 2 military. So we won't have the ability to actually make corps commanders and things like that. So in that case, I'm not going to make a cavalry command yet. Well, until we get some of our corps up. As for the Indian Division from Philip Hughes, so we took the perk that doesn't have the Indian Division, but I think should be able to do it. Keywords, I think. Some of them do have that. That's up in Missouri. Okay. The new unit. Yeah, so we can't take the Indian Territory yet. So I'm going to see if I can actually get that up to 3,000 with Military 2. Because Military 2 does also increase our recruitment pool, I think. See what the tooltip says. I know it deals with corps. Boost recruitment. So we'll see if we can get that up to 3,000 when we do that. If not, we'll have to fudge it. But by the time we get to the end of the episode, we'll do that. I do want to kind of mess around with our commanders, though. Army of the Potomac. Where is Lee's a lieutenant colonel at this point in time? Let's look at the commanders through this tab. Or officers. He's just inexperienced. And that's only because he's got 2 stars, I think. So I'm going to kind of pull this in a way. So Army of the Northwest, I'm going to pull this out of Porterfield. Always Porterfield. Actually, I'm going to keep Porterfield like that. This is Joseph E. Johnston. We're going to keep here. I'm going to send Magruder likely out west. What happened historically, and we'll change Hampton's division. Beauregard is going to keep this one. I think I want to change out this commander. William Chase, Florida State Militia. Actually, no. These two are going to end up being one eventually. This is all going to be 1-4. I'm going to send this. Deal with this. This will probably be East Tennessee. This one will probably be the one that we come around. Okay, this makes more sense. So I'm unsure if we have Stan Flatwood. It depends what rank he was in 1861. I'm not sure if we'll get him. I'm not sure if he'll actually be in here. We might have to fudge that, but we will see how that goes. Those are the 2 comments I have. If you have any other add-ons that you want to do, go ahead and leave them below in the comments. We are going to be waiting for Military Act 2 to give us 2 years recruitment. Start recruiting some. So, because investment is the whole building for. Got a lot of building for railroads. At this point, though, I think we have that. Let's see if this kind of fixed itself. Okay, it did. So that did work. Anything here? That's considered. Okay, yes, that's right. Oh, it's just this one. Okay. I'm gonna move Beauregard up to Nashville. Tactician. 1,000. Can I take Fort Monroe here with 1,000? Be able to. Move him over here. So we'll take that. We'll prevent the Peninsula Campaign. They have 2 navies over here. Or is it just 1 navy? It's 2 ships. What do we have here? Oh, we actually can't get to our. Okay. He's all there. Savannah, Modern. We don't have one at Charleston. Or Mobile. Do have this one here. Need one at Mobile, there, and Galveston. We do want to make sure we also have other. Still don't. They're recruiting. They aren't recruiting either. Oh, damn, they are recruiting. Okay. Issue with the AI is it tends to recruit up in New York. It takes them a while to bond. Oh, that just got completed. Okay. Patton Hall's a destination. Okay. Was barren. Okay. Your companies were founded. This is new, by the way. Artillery, iron, and wood. That is technically true. We do have an issue likely building artillery. And likely wood. We're making 7. We are making some. Comes to wood. You don't. We're not hitting the demand is the issue. Okay. 8. Oh, that's a new. I think this is still messed up. I don't think this is actually true. It's still saying 0 men, 0 guns. Everyone is good. This one, let's return to port here too. Flying flotilla kind of forces us not to be able to get. Trees. We are at least building up our economy. Helps. Training is poor, but we are encamped. Being that we're encamped, we should be drilling the men. We're up in Franklin. I want to give up territory if we don't have to. St. Louis. We'll be able to win that. Back. We get military too. Militia Act 2. We'll be able to get that. Militia Act 2 will help immensely. Okay, so at Nashville, do we have any? We do have a supply depot here. At least we will have supplies there. We're going to hold the South Carolina militia here at Nashville. We're going to rename it as well. What in reality? I'm gonna push this here. I'm gonna pull in a different idea. Okay, so we have Fort Pickens. British already percent to assist time, obviously. Okay, so with the Florida State Militia, we're gonna move them up to the Cumberland Gap. Plus 10. Hamptons. I'm actually gonna push them up to here. At least they can reinforce those divisions there. I'm going to take up another army, another portion at Richmond. No new army in Virginia. You have corps now? Okay. You have corps now? Must have just finished it. Okay. Let's change this. Wolf's army go and do a transfer. We're gonna bring in Hampton. We have the Shenandoah. Army of the Potomac. Okay. These are all essentially corps. Now what we're going to do is change this around. Him with signed units. I like to do this way. I don't want to do this way because I don't want to mess this up. Florida State Militia. I'm going to put the Florida State Militia under Albert Einstein. Who's considered? Beauregard is considered the chief of the army. Excuse me here. Chalmers is here. He's considered a major general. Let's use Chalmers in one of them. Give Chalmers. Let's replace Magruder. Move him west. I particularly like Magruder because I think he can do some work. Bring in let's change Porterfield to Chase. Actually, I'm gonna use Chase for something else. You're gonna see how I use him. We're gonna use him to kind of build forts around. I kind of want to change that stuff. Porterfield we'll keep. We're gonna change in. Here's D.H. Hill. Hood is in charge of a. There's Stonewall under Joseph E. Johnson. Pendleton. Jeb Stewart's here. There's Ewell. So there's Wade Hampton. Okay. We are going to make another corps. This will be cavalry. We're going to put in I'm going to put Anderson in charge of that. I'm going to put Jeb Stewart in charge of that. So there's our division. I think your Cav Corps should be under Stewart. And then the first division under Hampton's second division Mosley. Okay, so you think that Hampton's division should be under Mosby. That is a good idea, but I'm unsure. I think Mosby is in the army, so I think. I want to say he is. I do want to. Where's Hampton's least not here under Wade Hampton? Ewell's there. I do not like that's there. I think these two should switch. At least. And I think Magruder is better out west. But yeah, let's do that. So let's replace Joseph E. Johnston with Donaldson. These brigadier generals are pretty trash. Buckner. Who's Loring? Allah. Put Lee. Put Lee in charge of right now. That. I'm gonna put Joseph E. Johnston as a head. So it seems like they did fix that bug when you do move out. We move Johnston somewhere else. I feel like we should. You know what? We're just gonna put Lee in charge of the army. Hell with it. Lee is gonna take charge of this. We're gonna put this in a way that we have the structure from 63, just so we know who the hell is who. Okay, so this has to be a brigadier general. Technically. Longstreet's down here, so it's early? Jesus. Okay, that makes that a little bit more difficult. Put Cheatham in charge here. Lee's gonna take charge of the army. Army of the Potomac. Just because I feel better with that. McGruger, we're gonna send him out west. Let's, you know what? Let's just put Longstreet in charge of this. Hell with it. Longstreet's gonna be in charge of Hampton's division. Cheatham's got that one. Who's under this? This D.H. Hill, not A.P. Hill. Okay. There's Stonewall. Stonewall's much better, so let's move Stonewall up to that way. Oops, I gotta do this backwards. I'm gonna use Bragg and another one. Just move Lawton there because whatever. Let's put Stonewall here. I'm gonna put Withers. Charge of that. There we go. Withers has Jackson's. I'm gonna keep Ewell under. Got Jeb Stewart. Longstreet has that. Who's the other one? D.H. Hill. Oh, it's A.P. Hill. What rank is A.P. Hill at this time? He's probably like a major. Edmund Kirby Smith's only a major? Jesus. There's Colquitt. Huger, Blanchard. Evans. There's Lewis Armistead. Probably. There's Pickett. George H. Stewart. There's Pike. I don't know. So this is what we're going to go with right now. I'm going to take Chalmers division. We're going to put it here. Actually, I'm gonna put Chalmers Division back at Richmond. Back at Richmond. I'm gonna use Hampton's division and put them up there on road, Long Street. Let's Jeb Stewart. Move him over here. Now I'm gonna keep this with the other army over here. Okay, so we have that. I do want to look at McCullough, Sterling Price. How good is Sterling Price? I know I've had issues with him. Price is a good commander. What about McCullough? McCullough might have some issues, maybe. Okay, so let's actually recruit into Prices. Here we're gonna add a new group because I do want another commander. I'm gonna replace him. We're gonna put Gruder. Taking one of these. We have Clark, Slacks, Person. Then I'm gonna also do one that has a colonel good in there another colonel that's good in? Oh, okay. We could use William Hardy at this point for this. Just pros. Ah, that's why. I actually have to put units in that. What's going? Okay, we're having a slight bug here, so let me exit and go back in. Having a slight bug, so it's a reload. That bug sometimes comes up. So Richard Anderson should be a corps commander. We're going to put Richard Anderson in charge of a division, probably in the West. We're also going to change it to where the Army of Tennessee is ran by what is it? Ran by Johnston. I think Hood is already under. Hood would be good to be under Jackson. I think Hood's already under Jackson, right? Withers. We'll keep him under Longstreet. I'm going to change him. Hood's going to be in charge of infantry here in a bit. So one thing I do forget that gave us being weird now. Not allowing any like that. Okay, let's restart the game completely. Huh. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes it's weird. I don't know what's going on with it. John Brown Gordon. I've not actually seen him. So I'm unsure. I don't think I've seen him in any of the games. So I'd have to look at them. Remember, all the ranks are messed up, so. We'll have to see that. Okay, will this fix the issues we have? Yep, so that did work. Knowing that, I need to put actual people. Arkansas is not that much. If we can get anything out west. Texas. Get this portion from. Here's one from Missouri. Here. Those from Missouri. And the other one is going to be William Hardy, and it's go with Mississippi boys. Gotta keep that like that. So this is going to be Foster's. I don't want them to have this. I want them to probably do. Who was Sharp's carbines? We're going to try to keep our Sharp's carbines are probably less. Not less. We're going to try to keep our actual cavalry to be able to fight. Mixed muskets. Go with. We have 67 with Enfields. With Enfields. Can't. Okay, so let's grab that. So that's what we have for the Missouri State Guard. We have over here McCullough, McIntosh, Pierce, of Springfields. So those are good because those are going to end up going to the Indian Territory. We got the Army of the Northwest at the Virginia Brigade. Let's actually bring in add under. There we go. Okay, they're out in West Virginia. Let's pull some from Virginia. Get one thing of volunteers. And now, Northwest, let's grab from West Virginia. Grab a thing of artillery. Western Army. Missouri. Get another cannon. Make this under. Go with 12 Napoleons. Florida State under Albert Sidney Johnson. The Beauregard, this is the one that's going to take over and essentially going to be our Army of the Mississippi. Away. So we'll end up probably merging. This one will probably become. So Beauregard is here now. Let us actually go and make an army. Put it in good old Tennessee. Let us transfer that. It is South Carolina Militia. We're going to move under here. Let's also move Florida State Militia. State Militia. Okay, so we have that. Let's switch commanders. Beauregard's going to take command of this. So let's go with... Who should we go here? Let's go with Braxton Bragg. Under him. With Beauregard being the overall commander. Albert Sidney Johnson will be under him. And... Matter of fact, let's actually just make this... Actually cause this stop. Orders. Actually going to do is I'm going to take out Porterfield and I'm going to put Joseph E. Johnston. Might ask why, but I want to oppose the Department of Ohio with a force as a good commander. We're going to just hold here. Be back in Korea. Christian Bragg's going to hold here. This one. I'm going to put this one over in Corinth. Bridgeport. Move that to Pulaski. Doesn't have any forces. Okay, and this one will grab the Indian Territory. We're moving back with this, but we are going to bring in Earl Bull about a minute. Okay, over here, let's rename our armies now. At least it makes sense. The Army of Northern Virginia. State Guard, West. Doesn't look right. Did I mess up that? No, it's 20. Yeah, right. If not, if I mess it up, I'll... What was the other one? Army of Mississippi? Yeah. Missouri State Guard, Western Army. Yeah. This one was all of those. think that is it. Yeah, Army of Mississippi. Okay. We're here. See what we're looking like. We don't have the amount of men that we need at all. Do we have the Act 2 in? Do. Let's grab Act 3 while we're at it. Let's then grab actually recruiting more. Replace Chalmers. Chalmers is actually a decent general. So let's add some North Carolina boys. One thing we are going to do, because of how cannons are kind of right now, is we're going to put cannons in their own box. I'm going to start. We're just going to make sure that no one goes into a section of cannons that we don't want. Like, there's John C. Brown. Okay. Someone said Brown. Oh, you mean John Brown Gordon. Okay, this is John C. Brown. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I can actually automatically make them fire into things that deal with I can use the tactics to make them continuously fire without actually disrupting the rest of the division. Good. This is why it's so let's pull cannon portion from North Carolina. Okay, so this one is going to be down the north. I think I'm then going to get another North Carolina infantry portion. That I'm going to get another commander. Burgess Davis. Good. That unit here. South Carolina boys. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for that. I do have some things I should probably get. Cannons. More cannons in each one of these. Carolina. And start taking from West Virginia. Get us a couple more things of cavalry. Corpus Carbine. Okay. The Army Northern Virginia be 22,000. Army of Mississippi under Beauregard. Florida State Militia, South Carolina State Militia. Under this, let's grab a couple. Go with Alabama. grab Delaware cannons, West Virginia cannons. Here, let's grab okay, so we have that. I believe that's good. Missouri. Vision. Grab a couple more things here. Grab artillery. This man from Louisiana. Gets some let's grab more Cav. Arkansas. Give them revolving carbine. Western Army is good right now. Army of Tennessee. Good. So yeah, give me any other ones. I think here we're gonna end up doing Missouri. McCullough. Let's make these ones. Let's give them. Give them Mississippi rifles. Bring in one more. Military, 2 technically done. No. So we weren't even supposed to do cores, but it allowed us to do it anyway. So no battles in this episode, more than likely. We're kind of just ramping up. So nothing too crazy. But this with Thomas Jackson. Oh, we need to rename the course. Not gonna rename. Or Cavalry Corps, Davis's division. Move this up to Harper's Ferry. Uh, Alabama. We're gonna eventually move these cavalry here. I don't think it's that much of a priority. Pickens. Jesus. They are building so fast right now. Christ. Their Navy. Okay. This is Charleston. Okay. Need a bunch of second-rate steamers to eventually go up the Mississippi. A couple more frigates. Those. Incline gunboats. Do some of these. We will compete. I just want to know if I'm even capable of competing with them. I don't have a clue. We are going to sure as hell try. Okay? Almost core is going to be like the Army of Peninsula. Army of Tennessee is going to stay right here. Grafton. Okay, so once we take that, maybe that will change what we can. That portion. Christ. They are literally building so fast right now. Army Northeastern Virginia? What do they got have here? 11,000? Or in Ohio is probably going to go through Wheeling, Mount Cumberland. The extended contracts up to 3 years. Got long streets of destination. What is the army? Wow. They're coming at me here. So we are on literal defense. We don't have the amount of men to deal with the Department of West, which is probably about 10,000 strong. 16,000. Jesus. Adding more. Stop here. I'm going to come up here at Fort Gibson. Noah. Yeah, no, it's only here. We're going to fudge this a little bit, but it works. Right in this episode. I'm not able to actually get them from the actual Indian Brigade from Indian Territory. We don't have as much support. So I'm actually going to fudge it and take them from Mississippi here. We'll put them in kind of like a put them in black coats with kind of like a gray white pants. We'll put them in yeah, like white pants there. We use that. We will consider this the Indian Brigade here. Even though they're from Mississippi, I know we're gonna fudge the logic here. We're gonna give them Enfields. What I'm gonna do is upgrade a lot of our military with better rifles. In the next episode, I'm gonna hold Jackson's Corps here because I wanted to take Harper's Ferry. I want to take actually hold Winchester. I'm gonna put the Cavalry Corps up here under Jeb Stuart. Army of Northern Virginia is gonna come here. Hampton's division is gonna come up here. Chalmers is gonna essentially be the what is the Peninsula Army back here towards Richmond. It's gonna be our rear guard. We're gonna move it to Fort Monroe. Take Fort Monroe. Army here. is going to stay up at Grafton. We're going to play defense a little bit. Once we get this up to Bridgeport, there we'll plan movement into Kentucky, Missouri, over in Indian Territory at least. We're going to take this fort over here at Muskogee. We're going to take Muskogee itself. We're going to move up and we're going to deal with this fight here. I think ultimately this is going to be a retreat from Springfield, or to Springfield. We're going to retreat all the way back, and then once we're done here, we're going to kind of realign around Carroll, Fayetteville, and Carthage, Springfield, around this area. And we'll kind of deal with this. So, thank you all for joining me, guys. If you want any more forces down, actually forces in the game, they like if there was a big Virginia brigade, things like that. Also, I forgot to add this in there. If you want to look a certain way, like for example, to get some flavor, say we add something in the Western Army here, and you want a different jacket color, different trouser color, go ahead and let me know as well if you want me to add any more units. So I know one big unit was at the VMI cadets, things like that. What this will also do is the jacket and trouser color combination will also allow us to identify what units are on the battlefield quickly as we go through this campaign. So, for example, we know when we look at the Western Army, we're going to see the Indian Brigade here. They're going to be in black coats and gray trousers. You're going to be like, oh yeah, I know. I can tell who they are. Same thing with, I think we have a couple in the Army of Tennessee. South Carolina has different guard here. Here we might see a little difference. Yeah, I didn't change. Like here, there's one there. A little different. So yeah, if you want me to put more variety in, go ahead and let me know. That's so. I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.